Hey everybody, it's Jang here from UltimateRC.com and RCmania.com, the place for toy-grade RC reviews. This is a quick review of the Air Hogs Jet Set series U.S. Air Force UAV. They did make two UAV-styled aircraft, and this is the second one that I've reviewed. This is a small aircraft with primarily foam construction. They use a flexible type of foam that is very survivable in crashes. One thing that they did here that's relatively unique with this particular model is the use of the V-tail. It's not something that you see a lot in RCs, but it sure does look great. This one has its propellers on the back of the wings. It has independent motors for either side and no other moving control surfaces. I also really like that they have this molded in spot for holding and launching the plane. The controller is a 27 MHz AM radio controller. It's the same one that's used throughout the entire Jet Set series. You've got your throttle on the left, the throttle control for speed and also up-down. It has a very stiff spring in it though. Kind of wish that was a little bit softer. On the right hand side you have your steering control, and they also give you a knob for adjusting the steering trim, so if the plane flies slightly to one direction or the other, you can correct that. And finally, the controller does double as a charger for the plane. You just plug the plane directly into it. This is also very convenient for storing the whole thing, and that'll charge the battery right up. Flying this particular model is like a dream. It flies beautifully. I didn't have to make any modifications to it, change any angles of different wing surfaces. I just got it up in the air and went with it. As you can see, it flies very nice and smooth and stable. It has a little bit of a tendency to stabilize itself if it starts to bank a little bit too much in a turn. I was a little bit surprised by how much speed that it has, given how wide the wingspan is. Because of that speed, you do want to have a very large open area, and you always want to fly lightweight foam aircraft in conditions of little to no wind. This probably isn't the best first RC plane for a new pilot, just because of that speed. You want to start with something with a little bit less speed and a high wing, but as long as you have enough open, clear, safe space, anybody who can play a game with flying in it can fly this in real life. The controls are just very, very simple. You've got up, down, left, right, and it doesn't respond so quickly that it feels twitchy in the air. Now, every single model in the Air Hogs Jet Set series is different. They have different designs, and some of them even have fundamentally different aerodynamic flight modes. Some fly better than others, but this here is definitely one of the best. Air Hogs definitely got it right with this black UAV. Thank you very much for watching. I hope that was enjoyable and useful for you. For more reviews of toy-grade RC planes, helicopters, cars, trucks, and other things, be sure to check them out at RCmania.com. Hope to see you there.